What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the home of Chrome, and today we're going to get this box done.
This is the story of a fashion photographer who was always falling in love with his model. What? He loves a car? Not just any car, he's quick to point out. Just the beautiful Ford Galaxy. One of the 1960 Fords that were featured in Vogue magazine. Vogue says Ford means a fashion success. The windshield is larger and the hood slopes gracefully down so that you can see the road 4.5 feet closer to the car. What's more, only the Galaxy has this unique roof design. Slim and sculptured, it says unmistakably, Thunderbird. But there's an inside story to this romance, too. Look, this exclusive new pleated nylon upholstery, for instance. Underfoot, deep pile, wall-to-wall carpeting. In a Galaxy, fine car interiors are now within the reach of everyone. And of course, like all Fords, the Galaxy has many built-for-people comforts.
That's right, folks. So today's episode, we're going to be focusing on getting the sheathing done on the outside of this, so we're going to get it boxed in. We will get the ceiling put in, and I've got a wall here that we're going to put in. So stay tuned, follow along. If you like what you're seeing, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. It really helps the channel out a lot. I really do appreciate it. So our plan for today is to get this to a point to where I can focus on something else on the vehicle. So that way we can start moving it forward, whether it's working on the bucket or working to get the engine plumbed in and make it permanent in the frame, something. I don't know yet, but I can't do any of that until I feel good about this. So once I get that done, then we can move on and start pushing this thing a little bit further forward than we have already. So what I've done is, last night I came out and I made some measurements, made some cuts. So I've got a ceiling cut for it. We're going to get that put in before we do the sides. So I got to measure them, got them actually sitting right. You know, when you go to Lowe's and buy hot rod parts, that's kind of cool. Stay. So we'll get the ceiling in, we'll get the wall in, then we'll start putting up the outside. We'll get that all buttoned up, okay? All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and fight this thing. Coke. Put that there so I can spill it. Where's my drill? Where's my drill? So what we're using is 1/4 inch oak, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 1/4 inch oak. Bought that yesterday, brought it over here. Made some cuts, started getting some things together and getting it ready. We're gonna push on, let's go. So anyway, got the ceiling in. That's going to tuck up in there. So while I'm thinking about it, I want to give you guys that have pitched in, that have commented down below, that have given me ideas, tips and tricks on woodworking and where to find things and how to do things. That type of information for me really helps me out, because I don't do this, okay? This is actually my first time really actually building anything with wood. All of my cars have been, I've done metal work, paint work, body work. I've done some interior work, motor swaps, trans swaps, things like that. I've done that. But woodworking, never been in my wheelhouse, just because until this project came along, I don't want to say it never really interested me, but it's not something that, I absolutely had to do. So to have this get to the point to where it is, even as rough as things still are, I'm digging it, man. This is really cool. So yeah, for you guys that have commented down below, that have given me tips and tricks, I do appreciate it so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So okay, so we've got the ceiling in. Now I'm going to see if we can get the wall in here and try to start bringing this thing around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys back to the back and we're gonna go in from there, okay? Let's go. All right. Let's do this. There we go. That better? Okay. Let's just, that's a little bit better. All right, here we go. Give me a drink real quick. Coke, not a sponsor yet. All right, find this thing. Okay. Where does this go? I forgot. I think it goes this way. That feels right. That feels right. There we go. This here will go in. Cool. I gotta figure that out. All right, I don't think that's coming out even if I wanted it to. So now watch, it's gonna have to at some point. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's run it in. All right, so we got our board cut, we got that put in. I'm gonna go ahead, drill all this in, bring all this up together. Call the back end portion of that. Okay. Anyway, we'll call this about done back here. I've got the wood and everything cut for the door. but I've got to get some shorter fasteners. Yeah, I know these screws are a little bit long for what I'm doing. But I can knock those off. I'm not too much worried about it today. Okay. It's hot. Okay. There we go. Thank you. I'll tell you what, guys, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I think, like I said, all in all, there's been a little bit of smoothing out and things that need to be done to it, but I don't hate it, not at all, not at all. Then of course, you get all the little trim pieces, all the, the quarter rounds, half rounds, things like that to kind of finish things out. That tidies up edges a lot. Let's go ahead, measure this box just to get that refreshed on our memory. Front to back, top to bottom, so that way we can cut the sides, okay? Cool, let's do that. All right. $58.5 inches. 58.5 inches. I'm not sure how that made it that far. Okay. $58.5 inches. And 58.5 inches. Okay, so we're at 58.5 inches all the way around. Okay. $58.5 inches, and it is. We're going to set, ooh, that's not straight at all. We're going to go with 45.5. This over here should be 45.5. I'll tell you what we're going to do on that. We're probably going to take it down to about 46. Just to kind of get down into here a little bit. So 58.5 long, 45.5 tall. I think that'll take care of us. So I need to put a piece of wood on this so I can cut. Sorry. There we go, workbench. Turn you guys that way. There you go. All right, so I want to get as much done on this car as I possibly can. These next 2 weeks are gonna be crazy. Let's see here, I've got some stuff going on up in Kansas City next week. And then the week after that, I'm going to Carlisle, Pennsylvania for the car auction and swap meet. So I want to go out there and see what I can get into. See what kind of fun we can have. So yeah, like I said, next 2 weeks are going to be crazy for me. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time to really do a whole lot. Because of work and Carlisle, things like that. Where's this in here? It's busted all the way around. This is good cover, so don't worry about it too much. I guess that's the plan. All right. Let's run some screws into the side here. We're going to see what it looks like. Hopefully it looks cool. I think it will. See if we can do this, you know, one-handed. All right. Yep. Okay. I don't hate this. Here we go. Damn it. Really? All right, so far we've got a box. Right. Oops. Shit. Okay. Well, Vampire van is officially, well, it's officially a van. At least with one side. Still got to cut the other one. Not a big deal. Let's cut that. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on pause. I'm gonna go cut the other side. As you see, guys, we got ourselves a box. So this is the basic form of Vampire van. So now what I can do is I can come in here, try to figure out where I'm going to cut a window in here. If I'm going to cut one, I probably am. Just because I think there needs to be something here, because that's too, it looks like a box truck. Not that there's anything wrong with box trucks. I think they're cool. But that's not the look we're going for here. We're going for a late 1800s, early 1900s carved panel styled hearse, which is what Vampire Van from that TV show Dark Shadows was based off of within reason. And again, this is our tribute to that vehicle. So we're going to take some artistic liberties, if you will, with how we want ours done. So I think we can kind of start doing a little bit of planning on how we want all of this to look in the final form. I found some pieces here that I'm gonna put on the corners that we'll finish the corners with, and found some really neat Gothic style, if you will, hardware for the doors, like hinges, doorknobs, things like that. And then maybe put some coach lamps on the side. Who knows? Who knows? I do know that I want to have some of those really cool tall black plumes that hang off the top. But one of the things that's going to bug me, and you guys tell me what you think. So what's going to bug me is going to be this area here. It needs something. I don't know if it's going to have I don't know what I'm going to put there or how I'm going to even do it. I don't know. Again, this is all stuff that we're going to figure out as we go along with this. So I think now what I want to do, I've got some ply. I want to maybe see what we can do to kind of church the roof area up. There's some spacer I got to put in there because it's not, unfortunately, it's not quite square, but it's not bad. It just needs a little bit of a spacer to even everything out. Like I said, it's all about adjustments. That's what we're doing right now. So anyway, let's look at the roof, see what we can do to church that up a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got, what is that? Not quite a 2x4 over there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that to fit up here, and then I'm going to take that plywood, cut it into pieces, and then I'll do like rounded corners to have the rounded corners come out up here. And then we'll see what we're going to do down here. I think we'll probably do the rounded corners down here as well. Let's see what we can do. I've got so much this little birch ply to put in here. Kind of finish that out too. So that could also be something else we do. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys, so we've got the structure going. I mean, heck, you know, it's looking pretty good. It's stout, it's heavy. Lord knows it's heavy. Still have some adjustment work to do on it, but other than that, I mean, that's going to be the basic look of Vampire Van. I don't know if I'm going to bring a roof off the top here or not. I don't know. I might try to think of something. Went ahead and put a couple shims underneath there to kind of get that body up where I'm going to want it to be. Got it in line with the top of that radiator shelf for the most part. Maybe it needs to, well, I don't know. That's about right. Because mind you, it's there at the lip on the cowl, and then it actually sits on top of the radiator. It's not sitting on that lip. So that's going to be about right. Yeah, I think now I can go ahead and start doing the design planning on this, on how we're going to want it to look. Do we want to do windows? Do we want it to be a full carved side? You know, how do we want it to look? And then we can go from there, start planning out this interior here a little bit. I was looking through all my stuff, and I don't have, oh, that's echoey. I was looking through all my stuff from old Hearse parts and things, and I don't have any rollers, it seems, anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple sliders in here, but we're still going to put a coffin. Of course, it's going to be a short coffin, and with a couple holders to hold it in place. But other than that, I think what we'll do is we'll use, I've got another 4x8 of this birch here, or oak, whatever that is. I think it's birch. I don't know. Anyway, whatever that is. And whatever design we cut on the outside, we'll have to cut into that so it all matches. And then we'll put a piece of plexi in there if we decide to go the open style, which is probably what I'm going to do. I don't know, because I just see, this is the part right now where I'm kind of like, well, I've got a lot of money invested in this. And I don't want to screw it up, and I don't want to get it to a point where I hate it. So I think what I need to do is I need to sit down and actually start working on something else on the car, and then we'll go from there. But I mean, that's pretty freaking cool, huh? There's a lot of adjustment work that still needs to be done, guys, so, you know, don't beat me up too bad. But yeah, do a lot of finishing work on the outsides, on these edges, and then I've got ideas. Found some wood trim to go here. Put the little florets on the corners, all four corners. And then the wood trim that goes vertical here is also going to go horizontal here to kind of tie in the roof and everything to the side of the box. And then it'll clean up this outside here as well. So, all right, I guess next thing to do is we'll build a door, as well as start really planning. I need to get this better on the chassis. I need to get that rear end leveled. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get the box off, because, well, I didn't think of that, because, well, you know what I say at the beginning of this, successful project comes from proper planning. Yeah, about that. Anyways, that's going to do it for today's episode here at the Home Chrome. Appreciate you guys tuning in, checking us out. Hopefully this will be out on Monday. I've been having editing issues, as you can see on that last one. Didn't come out to what, Wednesday, I think. So I'm sorry about that. Anyways, happy Easter to those of you who celebrate Easter. If you don't, again, you know, have a great day. Have a great day. So from the Home Chrome, thanks for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one.